Sandhya, Monica,
Just tell. Let
Deepika,
me respond.
Dhanusha. Good morning, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Shravani. Okay.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, my dear friends. Good morning. This slide is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Good morning to my dear friends. Welcome to today's session. Uh, Today we are going to discuss about the cytokinins. Okay, cytokinins is the next most important phytohormones. So yesterday and day before yesterday we are discussed about the auxins and the history of the auxins and even the history of gibberellins and two phytohormones completed, and the third important phytohormone, that is a plant growth regulator, that is cytokinin. Okay, so in this topic or in this class we will going to discuss about the discovery of cytokinins and the structure of the cytokinin and the biosynthesis and transport of the cytokinin. The last one is the signaling, and what are the main functions related to agriculture and physiological functions and related to horticulture technology and day-to-day life activities. So today we are going to discuss about the cytokinins, the discovery of the cytokinin. The 1913 Haberland. Heard about the name of the scientist? Haberland. Winner epidana pair Haberland. Okay. The first tissue culture. The name of first discovery of the 1901 discovered tissue culture by Haberland. You know, the compound in phloem stimulates cell division. First, Haberland discovered what is the compound related to regarding of this cell division. First observed by Haberland in 1930, phloem of the phloem sap of the different plants. And afterwards, after 1913, 1941, Van Overbeek et al., the followers of the Van Overbeek, they observed in the coconut milk of the liquid endosperm. Are you have you know about the endosperm? Two types of the endosperm present in coconut. You know, the solid endosperm and the liquid endosperm. You know, so solid endosperm, we are eatable endosperm, that is the white cobbery. Then then the liquid endosperm we are observed, that is the coconut milk. We are also called as coconut milk. You know, coconut milk. This coconut milk also has the ability to stimulate the cell division. Ability to stimulate the cell division. Observed by Van Overbeek 1941. And 1954, the Skoog and Jablonski, they are observed the compounds in vascular tissues promote the cell division. Haberland observed the phloem stimulate the cell division. Van Overbeek observed that is coconut is able to ability to stimulate the cell division, and the Skoog and Jablonski 1954, they are separated the compounds from the vascular tissues, and which is also able to promote the cell division. So cytokinin. So the main the meaning of the cytokinin is a Greek terminology, the Greek words derived from the Greek. Cyto means cells, kinin means division. So the first foremost important physiological function of this cytokinin is cell division. So cell division is promoted or induced by the cytokinins. And after 1954, Skoog Then Miller, in 1955, the first cytokinin isolated from herring sperm. Herring is a fish, you know, fish. Herring is a fish, herring fish. So fish sperm named after Kynetin. Kynetin is a name given by Miller in 1950. And afterwards, in 1961, after 6 years, again Miller separated the compound related to the cytokinin from the corn of the geomage corn. So naturally occurring cytokinin found in the plants, especially from geomage, after later he called the name geotin. So kynetin in 1955 from the sperm of the herring fish, and geotin is separated or isolated from the plants, that is especially in geomage, that is geotin, by Miller in 1955 and 1961. So this is the discovery of the history of this cytokinin, my dear friends. This slide is visible, Amma? This slide is visible? Miller, 1955, 1961. This is the kernel. This is the spikes of the geomage. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
This geomage kernel is visible.
Yes, sir.
So this is the geotin. So this is the formula of the geotin, who naturally occurring of the cytokinin, say, isolated by the Miller from the geomage. This is the structure of the geotin. So this is the trans state of the geotin, and this is the cis arrangement of the geotin. So both are the structure related to geotin, but these are the reversible nature. The hydroxyl ion, the arrangement of the hydroxyl ion, and the the ring is arranged in a cis position and trans position. This is the trans geotin and this is the cis geotin. And the chemical structure of this cytokinin is the adenine structure, aminopurine ring, adenine structure. So this N side chain, a degree of unsaturation. So this is the kynetin. Is isolated from the herring fish sperm, and the geotin isolated from the kernel of the geomage. This is the herring fish sperm, and the geotin from the geomage. And this is the actual chemical structure of this isopentyl, N-isopentyl adenine, also even the benzyl adenine. Benzyl adenine is the chemical structure of the chemical compound of this cytokinin. Okay. Then in this chemical structure, we are observed the free base form are most hormonally active by Yamada et al. Yamada is related to the Japan country. So Japan scientist Yamada et al. In 2001, the free this is the free base form are most hormonally active position and may have sugars attached. See, so this is the sugar, you know, pentose sugar, you know. This pentose sugar attached to make molecule more inactive and useful for transport. So whenever the sugar is attached to the make molecule more inactive and useful for the transport reason, that is the ribosides and the ribotides and the glycosides. So based on the attachment of the sugar molecule. And what is the biosynthesis of this cytokinin? So biosynthesis is started by the IPT. IPT means isopentyl transferase enzyme. Isopentyl transferase enzyme. So this enzyme is required for the biosynthesis of this cytokinin. And major pathways we are observed in the next. This is the biosynthesis pathways, and the other pathway, that is the tRNA biosynthesis. tRNA biosynthesis. This is the tRNA biosynthesis, and this is the major biosynthesis pathway. Major biosynthesis pathway. In this major biosynthesis pathway, how this that is synthesized. This is the major biosynthesis pathway. Cytokinins, and this is the adenine, and this is the geotin. See here. tRNA biosynthesis. So this tRNA breakdown, not the major pathway for cytokinin synthesis. So this is the tRNA, cloverleaf model tRNA structure we are observed in this slide. From tRNA, how isopentyl transferase enzyme, then finally adenine, that is the cytokinin synthesized. So from generated mostly in the root apical meristem, but also found in along with this root apical meristem, root cap cells, ovules, phloem cells, leaf axils, and tips of young inflorescences, fruit, and seeds. So these are the plant parts or organs is responsible for the biosynthesis of the cytokinin naturally in the plants. In the plant, these are the places or where the cytokines are synthesized, especially in root apical meristems. Also, along with this root apical meristems, root cap cells, ovules, phloem cells, and leaf axils are tip of the young inflorescence, fruit and seeds are responsible for the synthesis of this cytokinin. Where is the synthesizing of these cytokinins? Different parts of the plant, root cap cells, ovules, phloem cells, leaf axils, tip of young inflorescence, fruit, seeds. Okay, then other organisms make, even though not only plant inside the internal parts of the plants, along with these internal parts of the plant, some of the organisms also responsible for the synthesis of the cytokinins naturally. They are, even though the cytokinins to influence the plant for their own benefit, for the bacteria. So bacteria is also responsible for the synthesis of the cytokinin. The fungi or fungi, some of the insects, and in nematodes is also responsible for the influence of the synthesis of the cytokinin. And from the after synthesization, after synthesize, these cytokinins, they are moved towards the target parts or target regions. So this transport of the cytokinins from the source or region or synthesizing region to move towards the different parts of the plant. So cytokines move of the plant through the xylem, but by the contrast, auxin moves from top down here, my dear friends, top down, but cytokines move the plant through the xylem. Okay, some signal in the shoot can also induce cytokinin transfer from the root. Beveridge, according to Beveridge in 2000, he discovered cytokines can also induce cytokinin transport from the root also. So this is the signal of the cytokinin, how they are moved towards the different parts. This is the cytoplasm, this is the plasma membrane, cytoplasm, and this is the nuclear region, how the cytokinin for induce the cell division, even though the synthesis of the cytokinesis process, and even though in the responsible for the synthesis of the tRNA, and also some other effects we are observed in this slide. When cytokinin changes the structure of the kinase domain, phosphate moves from the kinase domain to the receiver domain. Phosphate moves onto AHP. AHP moves from cytoplasm into nucleus. So this is the cytoplasm into new HP. This is the AHP. So ADP, ATP, ADP, see here. So this is the AHP, and from cytoplasm to moves into the nucleus. Phosphate on AHP moves on to receiver domain of the response regulator. Change in structure of the receiver domain affects the output domain. Output domain then signal transcription, cytokinin response. See here, this is the cytokinin response. So receiver domain here, then output domain. Whenever the AHP is inside, enter into the inside the nucleus, then phosphorylation, then AHP, then the phosphorylation process reached the receiver domain. Then afterwards, output domain. Finally, this is the cytokinin responses reached. Then what are the functions related, the physiological functions related to cytokinins? So the major physiological functions we are observed here. Number one, the first important, that is cell division. Cytokinin means cell division. So cell division occur whenever the cell division is depend upon the most important phytohormone, that is the first important hormone, that is cytokinin. So cytokinin is responsible for the cell division. Then root and shoot meristems, formation of the root and shoot meristems, and cell differentiation, leaf senescences, inflorescence growth, nutrient mobilization, cotyledon expansion, apical dominance. Along with the apical dominance is responsible hormone, that is auxin. But along with this auxin, apical dominance is also affects by the cytokinin and the seedling morphology. So first important, that is the cell division. This is the cell cycle we are observed in this slide. This is the cell cycle in interphase G1, Gs and G2. So this is the M phase, and interphase and M phase we are observed in this cell cycle. The auxins along with the cytokines influence the activity of the cyclin dependent kinase, that is the CDKs, cyclin dependent proteins. So that is the CDKs, cyclin dependent kinases, even the cyclins. Okay, so these are the proteins involving in the most important checkpoints related to G1, S and G2 by these auxins and cytokines, my dear friends. And the root and shoot meristems. The root and shoot meristems by these cytokines, very important role for optimal levels of the cytokines are needed for the normal cell division. Root, in root we are observed cytokinin overabundance inhibits the cell division. Whenever the cytokinins overabundance, whenever the cytokinins gradient or concentration is increased, then automatically inhibits the cell division in root. But at the same time, in the shoot, the cytokinins promote the cell division. So the parts of the plant is varies from the one part to another part. So root is inhibited of the cell division. At the same time, shoot is cytokinins promote the cell division. Okay, so why root is inhibited? The root is inhibition of the cytokinin, but the shoot is promoting the promoting area in the shoot. The auxins is whenever the present in the root, then cytokine with this cell division is occurred in the root. So cytokine is responsible for the development of the shoot apex and the shoot part. Okay, then cytokinin oxidase, that is the enzyme, dictates meristemic cytokinin concentrations when the mutants can either overproduce or underproduce this enzyme. Which enzyme? Cytokinin oxidase. Cytokinin oxidase enzyme. Cytokinin oxidase enzyme dictates the meristemic cytokinin concentrations. Whenever the concentration is increased or the decreased, that is the depends upon the cytokinin oxidase enzyme. So this is the apex of the root and this is the apex of the shoot. We are observed in these two areas of the meristematic regions. Then root and shoot meristems, the cytokinin functions we are clearly observed in this image. So this is the image we are observed. The abundance of the cytokines, the root cell division is inhibited, but the shoot is the development of the shoot we are observed in this slide. So these are the smaller shoots we are observed here. This is the shoot area is increased. The larger the length of the shoot is increased by the cytokines. Here in this slide we are observed the root is increased in the area from the compared to the plant. After some time this automatically the root is the size of the roots and the number of roots are increased in number and even though size also. The next important physiological function, that is the cell differentiation. Cell differentiation. Whenever the meristematic cell is going to loss their ability to division, the cell is going to the in the permanent cell or that permanent tissue. So the tissue or the cell is going to differentiation to make different organs of the plants. In this slide, we are observed that is the bacteria. That is the most important bacteria. That is the Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Agrobacterium tumefaciens to induce the nodules of the different parts of the plants. Different parts of the plants. The nodules we can call as crown galls. So crown galls is responsible for the over development of the cell division. The cell division, uncontrolled cell division of the different parts of the area, parts of the plant caused by this Agrobacterium tumefaciens, and to produce nodules in the part of the plant. The nodule region, the nodule we can call as crown gall. So crown gall is caused by Agrobacterium tumefaciens. The Agrobacterium tumefaciens consist or contain the cytokinin chemical compound. So in biotechnology, in genetic engineering, we are using the plasmid or the chimeric DNA contain the tDNA contain this Agrobacterium tumefaciens, that is the DNA part, and which is this is the normal plant we are observing here. In this slide, this is the normal plant. Then whenever we are applying this, they transform the gene, that is the Agrobacterium tumefaciens, that is the TI plasmid, tumor inducing plasmid, contain TI plasmid. So TI means tumor inducing or tumor induced plasmid. Whenever this tumor inducing plasmid is applying for this plant or inserted into this plant, then automatically crown galls absorbed in the apex in the different part of the plants, even though then aerial part of the plant. So this we can call a crown gall disease. So the crown gall is nothing but then cell division, the uncontrolled cell division inside this gall, just because of this overproduction or over size is increased on the stem part or the shoot part or the aerial part we are observing this plant. So this is the normal plot. Whenever we are applying or whenever inserted into the DNA, that is the tDNA, in the help of the TI plasmid, then automatically the crown gall we are observed in the plant. So in this cell differentiation, we are observed along with the cytokinin, auxin and cytokinin. So both are affects the cell differentiation in callus tissue. In the tissue culture technology, in tissue culture in laboratory, whenever we are using the culture media by the auxin. So auxin, whenever using this auxin, it induce roots. Whenever the cytokinins are used or applied in that culture media, then automatically the shoot is induced. Shoots are induced. So this is the experiment as done by Skoog and Miller in 1965. This we can call as morphogenesis. In cell division, in tissue culture technology, we are observed. So this is the callus. So callus is undifferentiated mass of the tissue or mass of the cells. This callus, whenever we are applied, the this is the conical flask. Auxins, this callus able to produce number of roots, that is a fibrous like adventitious like roots are produced. So this we can call as rhizogenesis. Rhizogenesis. Then afterwards, whenever we are inserted or in culture media, add cytokines, we are add the culture media cytokinins, then automatically the shoot is induced. The shoots are induced. The multiple shoots also induced from the callus. So this we can call as callogenesis. The number of shoots are produced from the callus we can call as callogenesis. Callogenesis. So roots are induced from the callus we can call as rhizogenesis. The shoots are induced from the callus we can call as callogenesis. So both the entire process we can call as morphogenesis. This entire process we are observed in the tissue culture technology in the sterile conditions in the laboratory. So this morphogenesis is responsible for the by these two hormones, that is number one auxin, number two cytokine. Whenever we are add the auxin, only auxins, only roots are formed. If only cytokines we are add the culture media, only shoots are only multiple shoots, not only the shoots, even though multiple shoots also produced from the callus. So this entire research or entire experiment is done by experimentally proved by Skoog and Miller in 1965. Is it clear, Amma? Is it clear? Next, we will move for the next slide. Amma?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Okay. Then the next important point related to physiological functions of this cytokinin, that is the leaf senescence. So senescence is the most important term regarding of these phytohormones. This senescence is delayed. Senescence is delaying by this auxins and cytokinins, my dear friends. Auxins and cytokinins. This delaying of senescence means the degradation of the chloroplast. The slide shows about the two leaves contain. One is the yellow colored leaf and the one is the green chlorophyllous leaf. Is it clear? So the green chlorophyllous leaves is going to modify. The color is coloration, color change from green to yellow. We can call as the senescence. Senescence means the fall down. Whenever the leaf is going to fall down or fell down, the chlorophyll or the nutrients moves towards the another young leaves. Then these older leaves, the mature leaves, are going to coloration or yellow color. Then afterwards it is fall down. So this is done by the phytohormones like abscisic acid. We will discuss next class. But here, this yellow color is responsible for the senescence. But the cytokine is delaying from green to yellow. So all leaves are green color. Why this is important? Because all leaves are green color, then automatically yield is increased. The photosynthetic rate is increased. The photosynthetic rate is increased, then automatically the yield of the photosynthesis, the synthesis of the food material is also increased. So that is important of this cytokinin function. That is the leaf senescence. Leaf senescence means senescence is delayed. Senescence is delayed. Senescence is delayed by the cytokinin. So this is the most important physiological function of the phytohormone, that is cytokinin, in the all green chlorophyllous leaves. Okay. Then next important slide we are observing this slide, that is the delayed of leaf senescence help plants that is recover from the environmental stresses. Whenever the drought conditions, whenever the flooding conditions, whenever the salt conditions, so some of the stresses we are observing on the plants. So drought conditions, plants are going to in stress conditions, water logging conditions, unable to available of the water content. So water is less content is available in summer season or drought region or drought conditions. Then whenever the flood conditions, abundant water bodies or water content is available. Even though in salt conditions, salt whenever the coastal area or coastal region or coastal area, the salinity or alkaline conditions or salt percentage increased. This increased level or decreased level, plants are going to in stress condition. Plants are going to in stress condition. In this stress conditions, plants is going to survive by these plant hormones. The plant hormone is a cytokinin, my dear friends. So this delaying of the senescence just because of cytokinin, my dear friends. This is experimentally proved by Rivero et al. In 2007. That is a drought condition. Whenever in flood condition, Zhang et al. In 2000. And even though Hein et al. In 2005, experimentally they are proved before drought and after drought, and 2 weeks of drought and after 1 week of the drought, and how it is recover from this stress condition just because of this phytohormones, my dear friends. So phytohormones is very, very important during the stress conditions. Whenever abundant conditions, whenever the less conditions of the external environment, the plant is going to survive by these phytohormones or plant hormones. Is it clear? Next, we will move for next slide. That is the inflorescence. Along with this, delaying of the senescence, inflorescence is also responsible for the yielding, high yielding of the crop plants related to the plantations, related to the crop plants related to these grass plants like paddy, wheat, jowar, or gramina, Poaceae family members. These cytokines induce the divisions of inflorescence. This inflorescence tips is having abundant or number of plants, number of flowers. Flowers is going to, after fertilization, to produce seeds or produce fruits. So this fruit or seeds are nothing but yield of the crops or yielding of the crops for the cultivated by the farmer. So yield is responsible. Yield is important. High yield is important for the making of the fruit, making of the seeds for the production in the limited area or certain area or a specified area, just because of this increasing of the inflorescence or the flower size or flower, even the not only size, the number is also responsible. Number is also responsible for the making of the fruits by the after fertilization. So just because of this cytokinin is important. And cytokinin oxidase, the enzyme that is the cytokinin oxidase regulates the rice grain production. This is experimentally proved by the Ashikari et al. In 2005. And plants in this study have lower levels of the cytokinin oxidase. The plant then produce more fruits. More fruits is responsible for the lower level of the cytokine. My dear friends, here the phytohormone content is very, very lesser, micrograms. Okay, very, very lesser amount of the lesser of this phytohormones is having in abundant or high inducible or the flowering or the fruiting or even the seed content. Okay, here in this grass or in this rice grain, the study, the lower amount of the cytokinin increase the high yield, high amount of the crop production, high amount of the crop production by the scientists, that is Ashikari et al. In 2005. And the another most important physiological function of this cytokinin, that is induce nutrient mobilization. My dear friends, this is the important point regarding of this nutrient utilization of the nutrients from different times. This nutrient mobilization, are you ever seen regarding of the movements in the corridor of the or in your surroundings of the school, college and surrounding of this in your neighbor area or locality? You are observed on the plant, some of the plant leaves are yellow color, some of the leaves, younger leaves are green color. Why this happens? Just because of the nutrient mobilization, my dear friends. Just because of nutrient mobilization, the older leaves, the mature leaf is going to turn into yellow color just because of nutrient mobilization, whether nitrogen or phosphorus or sulfur or potassium. These are the different nutrients, but all nutrients not mobilizable nutrients, but mobilizable nutrients. They are moved towards the younger leaves, and older leaves is going to fall down. Okay, whenever this cytokinin, the cytokinin treatment, the older leaf or the mature leaf is going to turn into green color. Green color for the production of the yield or production of the crop, induced or the increase the number of size of the fruits and even though crops. Then these causes, are you heard about the source sink relationship in your earlier study, Amma? Source sink relationship. Source means wherever the green chlorophyllous leaf is act as a source. Green chlorophyllous leaf is act as a source. Why we can say that? Because the source is able to synthesize the food material, and in the process of the photosynthesis by the presence of the light. Then sink means wherever the target region, this sucrose or the nutrients is moved through the phloem and reach the target region. They are going to the preserve area, whenever the root or stem or leaf or whatever it may be, even the fruits, that's we can call as a sink. But whenever the nutrients is necessary, source is act as a sink, then sink is act as a source. So this is the most important point, my dear friends. If a plant needs more nutrients to grow, cytokines accumulate the root zone to stimulate growth. So nitrogen is often the limiting nutrient most sought after. So nitrogen is a most limiting nutrient most sought after. See here, this is seedling. This is a seedling, you know. This is a seedling. Whenever the seed is going to germinate, the cotyledons is going to, these are the seedlings. The seedlings are different colored. We are observed this site of the C14. By the C14 isotope, amino isobutyric acid application, isobutyric application. So how it's treated or untreated leaf. Treated and untreated. So this is the untreated, and this is the untreated. This is the seedling A and seedling B and seedling C. So this untreated seedling looks like this is seedling B. Untreated seedling looks like, then sprayed with a kinetin solution. Then after sprayed, the seedling C is going to looks like. So this is the slide shows about the treated of cytokinin. Then cotyledon expansion. So cotyledon expansion is also promoted by the cytokinin. So promotes of the expansion in cotyledons, the cytokinin is very, very important source for the expansion. Even though extend the cell wall also responsible of our cytokinin. And the this is differ from the auxin for the expansion. Auxin expansion, unlike auxin, no proton extrusion through the cell wall happens. So this is a developing xylem vessels and root cap we are observed in this slide by cytokinin. And the most important point we are going to discussing here, are you able to visible this slide? What you observed in this slide? My dear friends, respond. What you observed in this slide? Okay, very good. Which type of vegetable? Not all vegetables, you know. Which colored vegetables you are observed in this slide?
Green leafy vegetables.
Green leafy vegetables, you know. Green colored leafy vegetables. So these all green colored greeny leafy vegetables, they are looks like a very shining, you know. When we are going to market, we are observed in the vegetable sellers, attracting by the leafy vegetables, they are shown shining. Just because, my dear friends, they are treated with cytokinins. They are sprayed by cytokinins. So this is nothing but we can call a self-life. Self-life. Okay, all green colored leafy vegetables, they are looks like a very shine and very fresh leaves, looks like a fresh leaves, just because of they are treated with cytokinins. They are applying, they are spraying by the externally cytokinins. Benzyl aminopurine, you know, BAP. BAP is nothing but cytokinin, you know, BAP, benzyl aminopurine. So this benzyl aminopurine is responsible for the self-life. So after 7 days, after 1 week, these greeny leaves looks like a very shiny, very fresh leaves. Just because of they are treated with, they are applying, they are sprayed of cytokinins. Are you understand? Are you follow my class? అర్థమైందా? మార్కెట్లోకి వెళ్తే వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళిపోతే చాలా మెరుస్తున్నాయని మనం కొంటాం మనం, జస్ట్ బికాస్ దే ఆర్ అప్లైయింగ్ cytokinins externally. Okay, so they are looks like a very fresh leaves, you know, fresh leaves. Okay, just because of this cytokinin. Clear? This we can call as self-life. Another word, the flowers in any festivals or any functions. Respond, Amma, respond. This flower you are observed in your any functions, any festivals.
Yes, sir.
What is the flowers? What is the flower? Gerbera flower, you know, gerbera. Okay, gerbera. Don't forget, Amma, gerbera. So this gerbera flower, looks like a very fresh, you know, very fresh. Just because of they are applying by cytokinins. Okay, so this we can also call as vase life. So previous slide we can call as self life. This is self life, you know. After 1 week, they are looks like a very fresh leafy vegetable. We can call as self life. Then the flowers also. When we are a flower merchant, when we are reached the flower merchant, they told us, oh, this is very, very fresh flowers, you know, very high cost flowers. We are paying that much of amount. You pay this much of amount. But remember, my dear friends, the flowers are not fresh flowers, but they are stored flowers in a cool temperature. That is a 2 to 4 degrees Celsius. Even though after 1 week, the flowers are looks like a very fresh flowers. And when they are applying in wet condition, they are applying then floral preservative, that is AgNO2. AgNO2. Okay, this we can silver nitrate. We can also call it silver nitrate, you know. This chemical are contain these cytokinins for looks like a after 1 week, after 10 days, they are in fresh flowers. Looks like a fresh flowers. We can call as vase life. In hotels or any restaurants or resorts or any functioning sites, we are observed these flowers are fresh flowers. But that is not fresh flowers, my dear friends. Even though fresh flowers, they are applied cytokinins externally. BAP, benzyl aminopurine, and even so the preservative AgNO2. This we can call as vase life. So earlier slide we can call as shelf life, and this we can call as vase life. Self life and vase life is responsible by the phytohormone, that is cytokinin. Are you follow, ma? Self life and vase life. Okay,
Sir.
Then apical dominance. Actually apical dominance is responsible by auxin, you know, auxin, apical dominance. But here the apical dominance, antagonistic hormone interaction between cytokinin and auxin. Cytokinin stimulate growth in auxiliary buds. Remember, my dear friends, cytokinin induce auxiliary buds inhibits shoot elongation. But auxin restrains growth in auxiliary buds, but it is promoting the terminal bud, you know. So this is the controversy. This is the opposite stimulation, opposite induction by this auxin and cytokinins, my dear friends. Then causes shoot to lengthen, then mutants that overproduce cytokinins, the lateral meristems are bushy. This relationship was also shown in our experiments. See here, this is the apical dominance, and this is a bushy related to the plants are auxiliary buds are induced by this cytokinin. So cytokinin induced auxiliary buds, but auxins is induced terminal bud. So this is the main difference between auxins and cytokinins. This is by auxin, this is by cytokinin. Okay, so that's why the multiple shoots are produced in the callus, from the callus in the laboratory in tissue culture method. We are already discussed, you know, just because of cytokinin. So cytokinin is responsible for the multiple shoots from the callus. Even though in normal, in the natural process, cytokinin induced auxiliary buds, but auxin is responsible for the induced terminal buds. That is apical dominance. So apical dominance is done by the responsible by the auxin. The apical dominance is cut down by cytokinin, my dear friends, cytokinin. So then seedling morphology. So seedlings we are observed in this slide ABC, ABG images we are observed in the cytokinin, applying the cytokinins. Then etiolation. Etiolation means whenever in dark region, in dark etiolation process we are observed, the etiolated leaves, the cytokinins produce more active production, chloroplast upon illumination. In dark germinated seedlings treated with cytokinins, then shortened hypocotyls we are observed, and they expanded the cotyledons. So these are the cotyledons are expands, and then partial developments of etioplasts into chloroplasts. Then this is the seedling morphology with this average one. This is the control, and this is the most concentrated, and this is the most dilute region. How the differentiation we are observed. This is about our cytokinins. If you have any doubt, please ask me. I will clarify. Cytokinins, physiological functions and the discovery and the biosins of the cytokinins we are discussing topic. If you have any doubt, please ask me. No doubt? Respond. No doubt? No doubt? Okay, I will stop here.